Brandon Streeter, how far away? I take it that's an ongoing conversation.
Oh, yeah, every day. That's right.
Obviously, tough opponent this week in Syracuse. Friday follows. Would this be a good time in your mind to put 4 quarters together?
Absolutely.
Let's see what we can finally do.
Absolutely. Coach has been talking about it, all year long and finding ways to complement each other. And there's been, a quarter here and there where we have complemented each other. We talked about the middle 8 a lot. We've done that, several times this year. But just really getting 4 quarters and complementing both sides of the ball, that's when we can be really, really dangerous, and we've seen both sides of the ball play very, very good football, and now just being able to do it together all the time, that's what we're capable of doing. That's what we're striving to do, and, it couldn't be a better time than this Saturday to do that.
Seems like you just jump on that middle 8 comment you made. It's been an instrumental part of this offense's success. How important has that been, emphasizing that on a weekly basis?
Yeah, it is. I mean, just anytime you can gain confidence in those situations, a lot of times it's obviously a 2-minute situation going into the half, and we've been pretty successful in that situation, and then it just creates momentum. When you come back out into the third quarter, it just helped us with that momentum, and so we got a lot of confidence in those situations, and hopefully we can continue to build off of it.
Brandon, why do you think it hasn't happened like right from the jump at times? I know a couple weeks ago, you had that pass in the end zone against Boston College. I guess it might have boosted, but why do you think it takes until mid-second quarter for you guys to really kind of crank things up?
Yeah, I think, for just speaking about offensively, I mean, I feel like every game except this past game, we've scored in the first drive. So we have started fast. Then we had maybe a few times we've had a little bit of a lull, and then again the 2-minute situation, we've had a lot of confidence in. So, like I tell the guys, like after the Boston College game, I wish life was smooth and easy all the time, but we just got to always work on our execution and try to be consistent with our execution. And as coaches and as a team, there's always things to correct, and those are the things that we got to correct. Is just being a little more consistent, and then whenever we do get momentum at the beginning of the game, like that after that first drive, continue to build momentum from that point on. But just proud of where the guys are as far as starting the game and in the middle 8 for sure.
Brandon, have you seen much of Syracuse's defense? I know everybody talks about their offense, but they're not giving up a whole lot of points.
Yeah, no, they're a really good group. They do a lot of stuff on defense. I mean, they try to confuse you. They try to, just really, really do a lot of different fronts and do a lot of different blitzes and coverages, and so that's kind of their style. That's their philosophy, and they've done a really good job of it. And then on top of that, they're very relentless to the ball, very, very high effort guys, and that's what has allowed them to be successful. So, obviously it's a big, big challenge for us offensively going against this defense, but we'll be up for it, and we're excited about it.
They're not the biggest defense in the world, especially
Yeah.
up front. With
Yeah.
athletic linebackers, got an NFL guy on the back end,
Yep.
really athletic.
Yeah.
What do they do kind of schematically to counteract their lack of size?
Yeah, they do. A lot of times up front, they're doing a lot of twisting and stemming and just giving you different looks and not making it, okay, I'm going to line up in this gap and I'm going to stay in this gap, and probably some of that's because they are a little undersized up front. And so they're moving around a good bit, and they're wrapping around blocks, and they make it hard. And then their relentless effort is the second thing that makes it the really good defense. So, they're going to show us a lot of different things and try to confuse us, and we just got to do a great job of being disciplined and doing our thing and making sure that we just eliminate any kind of stupid mistakes. That's the biggest thing for us offensively.
Is that maybe the biggest thing to you right now is when I went back and looked, it's like maybe you're driving, DJ holds on the ball too long,
Yeah.
get a sack. You have a nice 3rd and 4, you have a procedure penalty.
Yeah.
Another one, procedure penalty.
Yep, that's it.
Is that probably the biggest thing to you?
It is. It is just the consistency factor of getting all 11 guys, doing their job for a complete drive, and really the majority of the time, it's just us shooting ourselves in the foot because of somebody doing something like that. DJ held onto the ball too long in that one protection, and we got to get rid of the ball. We had like you said, a procedure penalty or two that just kept us off schedule and made it hard to get another first down, and so just eliminating those things, keep working on that and keep challenging the guys. And one thing that our guys are doing, though, is they're accepting the challenge week in and week out. They are going out there and individually trying to find things to get better at, and that's all you can hope for as a coach is, hey, let's identify what we need to get better at and then go attack it, and I feel like our guys have done a really good job of that throughout the season, not being perfect, but doing a good job of trying to get better.
How much is DJ running more help open up the offense?
Yeah, I think a lot. Anytime you have that extra hat to run the ball, it creates tougher situations for the defense. And they got to defend another guy in the run game. And so whether you influence one way and go the other, or you just load up and gain an extra hat in the blocking scheme, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to manipulate the defense when you have a guy that's willing to run and healthy enough to run. And that's what DJ has been able to do this year, is really offset, not just always running with the running backs. And it's allowed the running backs to run, I think, even better, and takes some off of them. And like I said, DJ has a lot of confidence in it right now. He's taking care of the football very well. So just proud of where he is as far as that's concerned, as far as running.
What are the conversations you're having with the team as back-to-back 3-0s and Florida State's crawling back into this game, and something that was a 20-point lead is now within contention?
Yeah, we just got to finish some of those drives, We had a great drive in the fourth quarter. We took off some time, made them burn their timeouts, and I believe we were down on the plus 35, and then we had a procedure penalty, or we had a sack, or we had something that was a negative play that we got to eliminate that stuff, and we got to finish. Sometimes I feel like we're stalling a little bit between the 25 and the 40, where we could really, really – man, we got a great kicker. If we can just get that ball to the 30-yard line or even the 35 and get some points right there, that can catapult us even further offensively and get some more points on the board. So just, again, going back to the details of everybody's job and finishing your job and being consistent with that and not, not letting up with that stuff.
In what kind of ways can you practice the, putting your foot down on the neck and taking them out of the game? How do you practice that?
Well, I mean, as far as practicing, you just want to be consistent for 4 quarters. And anytime you get that momentum, you want to keep the momentum. So it's more talking about it, trying to create a mindset for your guys. And that's what we try to do offensively, is always have an attack mindset. No matter what the situation is, being in an attack mode, an aggressive mode, that creates that mindset for those guys that, man, we need to finish some guys off. We've had opportunities a couple times this year, and we just didn't finish guys off. And I think it goes back, to complementary football, too, and just being able to, both sides of the ball, just being able to, man, just do their part to finish off. We could have finished them off even more so this past week, all right, like I said, with that one drive and gaining more points. And we had an opportunity when we did score a touchdown and ended up having to kick a field goal. I think we had a holding penalty down there on the 5-yard line. So a couple opportunities right there that we just got to learn from and grow up from and just get better at.
Is it harder to have that attacking mindset when you're trying to run clock?
Yeah.
Finally trying to run clock.
Yeah.
Use that to your advantage, but still, when you're used to that brisk
Yes.
tempo, and then it's like, oh God, we're just standing around.
Yeah. Well, I think, you always want to create the attack mindset of what is the situation? How can we attack that situation? And for us, offensively, we're in attack mindset all the way until we need to be in a 4-minute mode. And then we need to attack the 4-minute mode. The 4-minute meaning trying to, milk the clock a little bit. And like I said, we did that for the most part, just didn't finish. I wish we would have finished that one drive right there. But yeah, still keeping that mindset all the time, but attacking the situation, whatever that situation is. And that really just means just being locked in and focused, having a focused intensity about what your job is. And that can allow you to be more consistent as an offense.
Brandon, it seems like Shipley's found another gear, not just with speed, but even after contact, it seems like he keeps churning to get there. Is his mindset that kind of aggressive, winning attitude that you want everybody to have?
Absolutely. He's that kid's a warrior, and I'm telling you, the longer the game goes, the better he gets. I mean, he really does. He craves not just the ball in those situations, but he just craves the situations, period, and loves. He's such a competitor, and he loves contact. He really does. I mean, he thrives off of contact, and he's one of those guys that yards after contact is who he is. And you saw that on Saturday night, and it was special. He's just one of our best leaders on the team, and not just off the field, but on the field, how he plays is just how he shows his leadership. And he's also a vocal guy too, so it's fun to watch him play.
You could tell that drop at Pitt bothered him last year. Then he has 6 receptions for 48 yards Saturday night. Sure-handed. Have you seen him have issues with drops at all?
No, he's been really good. And like you said, I mean, he really, if he makes a mistake, he's the type of guy that, he's so hard on himself that he's gonna go get it fixed, whatever it takes to get it fixed. And so y'all saw